Especially in the morning, and that's because the temperatures are going to be dropping tonight. The winds are actually starting to settle down. In fact, here's a look at what the winds are doing right now, and you can see winds mainly out of the southwest. Again, the southwest wind bringing in the smoke from the Gila area and also from Arizona, but they are starting to taper off a bit, mainly at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So that helps the firefighters, but it doesn't help us who have to breathe in that smoke. And as the wind calms down, that can make things even worse. You can see the smoke actually showing up on the radar, that trail leading right on into the Rio Grande Valley, and again it could continue to get worse because of what's known as an inversion. And this is how it works. This is a typical day, not an inversion. The sun comes out, it heats up the Earth's surface, that gets it nice and warm, and so anything here, any particles, smoke, that's able to rise into the cooler air aloft and get on out of here, so it's not as bad in the afternoon. And so tomorrow afternoon it should be a little better just because of that. But tonight, what we're looking at, the sun goes down, the temperatures down closer to the surface start to drop, and so the air can't rise, heat rises, and so it just gets stuck here. And so we're going to continue to see that smoke circulating, especially in low-lying areas and in the valley, and so that could reduce visibilities and of course be hard on the lungs tomorrow morning. But again, winds are going to be out the southwest. That's going to bring in more smoke tomorrow afternoon, but like it was today, we should see some of that start to mix out tomorrow afternoon, so it could be a little bit better before perhaps getting worse again tomorrow night. Now we do have more weather to talk about. I did have this photo sent in by Mike Jackson of Artesia Weather. I'm sure thankful for the rain, really needed it. Normally about 3 inches by this time of the year, but so far I've only had 1/10 of an inch of rain, but he said he measured about 1.5 inches of rain. You can see some flooding there, so some much needed rain there, but of course not needing the lightning strikes that are going on with those showers and storms. And here's a look at what's going on the radar over in the southeast. You can see those showers and storm, moderate rain just to the east of Artesia, Hagerman, getting up into the northeast there, just to the east of Portales and Clovis. So all of that's starting to move on out, and those will diminish as we head through the overnight hours. And tomorrow, storm chances are going to be very slim. Drier air is going to work its way in from Arizona. A dry, breezy Friday. High fire danger as those winds crank back up again out of the southwest tomorrow afternoon. Then going into the weekend, Sunday, those winds will start to relax a little bit. And for the second half of the weekend, we are going to be looking at a little more moisture moving in. So we may see an isolated thunderstorm or two in the southwest, but those chances again are going to be on the slim side. Most of the moisture moving on now. Temperatures, again, get used to the heat. Temperatures right now in the 70s and 80s still at this hour, and it's going to be another warm one tomorrow afternoon. Here's your forecast region by region for the Northwest. We're looking at a chilly start tomorrow morning, mid-30s for Durango, then climbing into the upper 70s tomorrow afternoon, 82 in Farmington. Another breezy day, gusting at 35 miles per hour. Going into the weekend, we'll see partly cloudy skies and then maybe a stray thunderstorm for the Four Corners going into the start of next week. South and west, partly cloudy and breezy tomorrow afternoon. Another hot one. A lot of you in the 90s, 95 in Las Cruces, Silver City, mid-80s tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. Then a few more clouds around this weekend and maybe a few spot thunderstorms again over the weekend as some moisture tries to sneak into the southwest. South and east, partly cloudy, hot and breezy with temperatures in the low to mid-90s. So it's going to be another hot one. May see an isolated thunderstorm in Roswell tomorrow as that most of that moisture starts to move on out, and then dry conditions after that. In fact, lots of sunshine for next week. North and east, partly cloudy, another windy one, high fire danger. Winds will gust to 40 miles per hour with a chance for a few thunderstorms moving in for the weekend, and then drier by the middle part of next week. Northern mountains, partly cloudy tomorrow with highs in the 60s and 70s, 82 in Santa Fe, and then even warmer this weekend. We'll top out in the upper 80s and 90s there. East mountains, a few clouds around tomorrow afternoon, probably hazy. Temperatures in the mid-80s and another gusty one, gusting to 40 miles per hour there. And for the metro, low 90s for highs, so very similar to today. We may see a little more sunshine, but again, it will be pretty hazy with that smoke around. Highs in the low 90s tomorrow and through the weekend, and then a chance for a few thunderstorms Sunday and into Monday. So I think the worst of the smoke is going to build in overnight tonight, tomorrow morning, and then hopefully tomorrow afternoon we can see some of it mixing out. But as those fires continue down to our southwest, the winds are going to bring that smoke in.
The way it looks may be something we see the rest of the summer. All right. Thank you, Kristen.